When I was making the movie, I kept referring to it as a musical. And everybody said, oh, Jerry, you're crazy, it's not a musical. Hell, it was a musical. It was the first contemporary musical, something that changed, I guess, cinema for the future.
In '83, when I started to do the music for Flashdance, I had already done some movies. One was Midnight Express. My first movie, I did American Gigolo with Richard Gere. I did a movie with Adrian Lyne called Foxes. And I did some acts, like I think I was still working with Donna Summer and some other pop arts.
Giorgio Moroder is somebody I met because I loved his music. And I met Giorgio, he did some songs for us for Gigolo, and then I called him when we got the script in, and I said, we got the script, I'm going to send it to you. It has all these songs that we need to have done. And about, I'd say, maybe 6 to 8 weeks before we started filming, he sent this little demo in, and it was What a Feeling.
Well, I started to compose on the piano, and I had a little melody of the beginning which I used to play just like that, and I thought maybe this piece fits in, so da-da-dum, da-da-dum. And I presented the song to Irene Cara and Keith Forsey, who used to work with me as a musician, and they came up with the idea, What a Feeling. We did a little demo with Irene, and they loved it. They loved it.
When you first heard it, you said, it's a hit. It's one of those things you just heard and you just couldn't get it out of your head. And it just got us all so excited, and we kept playing it over, and I never got tired of it. To this day, I'm not tired of that song.
Frightened by a dream. You're not the only one.
There's another song of mine called Lady, 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 and it reflects a little bit the idea this girl now is a lady, and it's a very romantic song. And Joe Esposito sang it, and it became a nice little hit. With the ideas of Adrian Lyne how to cut the movie came the idea of Jerry and Don how to put the right song in the right place. And Phil Ramone, of course, was extremely helpful. In fact, he picked quite a lot of the songs.
I worked very closely with Phil Ramone, who was the music supervisor, because we needed lots of music, obviously, for all of the dance numbers, etc. And I remember very well with Maniac, which became a huge hit. One of their tunes that I'd heard had a kind of a chime in it, a kind of bing bong, like that. And I said, let's use that. Let's use that as a kind of a motif, as a kind of a driving thing for a dance, you know?
Here's a song that Michael Cimbello had written. She's a steel town girl on a Saturday night, and you remember that. And then she's a maniac. That's about all he had written. At the end of it, Adrian Lyne, the director, had gotten used to it, and they said, okay, this is going to stay in the picture. So he and I scrambled and finished what was a little demo made in a cottage-type studio. The creative side of this was to do something bizarre to get your attention. So He's a Dreamer is like totally off the wall.
He's a dream.
And yet it's a great song. So if you stop to think about it and you hear it alone, it has a life. But it has double the life in this movie.
I'm going on a manhunt.
We did a song called Manhunt. 2 college kids had sent me this song. I didn't know the demo singer. I just used it because I knew when this girl was going to climb up the wall and do a somersault with a baseball mask and then go into this dance, we needed something ridiculous. Turns out that the girl turned out to be my wife. I had no idea she could sing like that. This guy took her in the studio. I had nothing to do with it. And when I heard it, I said, I'll buy that. That's a kind of snarky rock and roll voice. So Manhunt serves a great purpose.
Part of what obviously made Flashdance the hit that it became was using music as a driving force. to the movie, as another character in the movie?
Well, actually, I love What a Feeling, really. I mean, I live in France, you know, and often I go into a bar or a restaurant or something like that, and I hear it being played, and that's a terrific feeling, you know, like 25 years later, they're still playing the theme from my movie, you know, and I like that a lot.
What a feeling.